Imagine having to wait 4 years to graduate university just to pursue your everyday dream. I'm Kelvin Mutinda, and with me is a person who manages to do both of these things as a student and as an entrepreneur. Hello, can you please introduce yourself?
I'm Vionjao. I'm a student. I'm an entrepreneur. I sometimes do photography. I'm a hustler because, with them taxes, you have to hustle. So yeah, I try to do everything that can bring money and I can still continue studying.
Yeah. So I understand you are an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
How did you raise funding for your venture?
Well, for me, where I work, it's a family business. So mostly my parents saving, my dad and mom combined, and then they started their business. So as for me, I just had to pop in and just do what I'm supposed to do there. Yeah.
How did the idea for your business come about?
Mostly I bet my dad. My dad has this passion of working. He doesn't like 8 to 5 jobs, so he had to start something that can, he's the breadwinner, so he had to get something to work and get the money because the kids are coming and we all need food and all those basic needs. So he came up with the idea of starting a business. So we do the normal kind of business.
Like father, like daughter?
Yeah, he tries. I try normally. I bet it's me. I try being like him or be like my mother. Yeah, but it was mostly his idea. Yeah.
How many hours a day do you work?
I have to make sure I'm there for approximately 3 hours. I have to be there for 3 hours. But if maybe I don't have a class, I'm more busy, I can work the whole day.
How do you balance that with your schoolwork?
He's understanding. He's the most understanding man I think I've met. Yeah, he's the most understanding man because he knows, as a parent, he wants me to study. But at the same time, he wants to show me there's life beyond school. There is life that happens if you've not studied. So he tries to make sure that, you can go to school, but make sure, as much as you want to complete your studies and everything, you have to make sure that you are well educated in the life environment issues. So he makes sure I work, maybe I wake up in the morning early because most of my lessons are evening classes. So I wake up in the morning, I work for my 3 hours, then maybe if there's something he needs me to help, I help, then I check and come to school.
How do you generate new ideas for your business?
Mostly internet. And my brother has these skills that he's the creative guy in the family, so he's the one who comes up with, Dad, I think you should do this, and then I'm there to support or disagree, mostly disagree with what he's saying. But
that's
we
family
try.
For you.
That's family for me because he has to make sure that he's the big one who knows everything, and have to make sure that I might be young than all of you, but I can disagree because whatever I'm saying, maybe I'm saying it's not bringing profit or it's not going to work out with how my schedule is programmed, or maybe it's going to, there's someone somewhere who is going to have to sweat more than him because that was his rides more than the same.
What is your greatest fear?
My greatest fear, disappointing my parents. They have built this image that disappointing them would be the worst thing I've done in my life.
Is there another fear apart from your parents?
Not getting enough money to raise my kids. I want to get, I want to make my kids live a better life that my parents have made me live. I don't want them to struggle. I don't want them to live a life where they have to ask, why did mom do this to me? Why does Kinanani have these things and my mom cannot provide? No, I want them to know as much as I want them to know life, I want them to never lack anything, God willing. I want to be that mother who can provide everything to her parent, to their kids, without having to rely on the husband, and making sure I can support my parents even when they are old.
How do you manage that fear?
Where?
How do you manage to overcome that fear?
My dad, I think he does everything because most of the time, that fear doesn't end. So he's always there to tell me, you see, it's not that nothing is written down. You just have to work smart. have to make sure you save so that your kids never lack anything. You have to make sure that you avoid overspending, which is something I'm trying to stop, overspending. You make sure that you have a program and a budget that you have to stick to, not unless it's an emergency or something that you have to do it at the moment. But yeah, I try following his footsteps.
As a student and also a young entrepreneur, what would you tell upcoming entrepreneurs, especially young entrepreneurs, not the
Yeah, okay, to start with, as an entrepreneur, you have to be ready for the risks. You don't always get a profit at 100,000 profit. There are days where we don't have profit. There are days where our savings is just like we've only maybe the profit we've achieved for the day, maybe it's like 1,000 pop. There are those days, so you have to prepare for those days. Don't go to be an entrepreneur and then think that you're going to get 100k or 200k or $1 million just instantly. You have to work for it. Entrepreneur, it's nice because nobody's employing you, so you go to work anytime you feel like. But what you need is discipline. You need discipline to wake up in the morning. You need discipline to budget for whatever you're buying. You need to be good with your customers. You need to know how to communicate with your customers. Yeah. So.
The moment you wake up, what keeps you motivated to be also a student and also an entrepreneur?
I don't want to rely on any man.
Isn't that being a little bit sexist?
No, I don't want to. Let me tell you, in this world, if you keep relying on someone, they'll disappoint you. And from my family, from the way I've seen my mom and my dad, how they communicate, I don't see my mother asking for my father money to go to salon. Because maybe I don't have pocket money and I'm broke and I've used my money. Like when I ask my mom, she won't tell me, oh no, go ask your father. She's there. I know if God forbid if my father passed, I know my mother can raise us. And because I don't want to be that woman who goes to the husband and they're like, oh, give me money for this, give me money for salon, my kids, the hospital, I don't want to be that kind. So what motivates me is I want to get my own money. I want to be independent without having to rely on anyone except God.
Thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
hope maybe next time I can interview more about being an entrepreneur more than being a student.
Thank you.
I hope I'll see you back.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.